and welcome to the very first episode of Automotive Weekly. I'm Taylor.
I'm Randy.
And I'm Josh.
And we're here to talk about some of the most recent news events that have happened in the past year. Normally, we would only cover the past month, but since this is going to be a monthly reoccurring thing, and this is only our first episode, we're going to go back a little bit further than normal. Without further ado, though, let's get started. To start off the video here, we want to talk a little bit about some electric cars that are coming up that we're pretty excited about. So I think Josh is going to lead it off.
Yeah, there's some awesome things. Ford was under some heat recently because they are tanking. So I think they're trying to up their brand a lot. And a lot of people are looking towards the electric cars. Like you said, they're dropping hints. And a lot of people are thinking it's going to be a truck. They said they got a big announcement next year. And a fully electric F-150 would be incredible. Like, I mean, I like electric cars already, but a truck that has all the power that these modern Teslas and stuff have, all that stuff would be ridiculous. They said like you could pull up to a work site and it would have the built-in generator, and you just plug your tools into your truck. Like, that's just crazy to me. But right now, another truck company that's come out is Rivian, and this is the RT1. This guy, we've seen it, obviously, we're looking at it now, but it's, all the specs have been released for it, and we're talking 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. Like,
that's faster than like supercars 90% of the time. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, absolutely crazy. And of course, like I said, it probably can do all the things that I just talked about with Ford. But the crazy thing that they said, they don't picture it being marketed to the person at the construction site.
Really?
They say, we want this to be more for the person with the boat. Maybe not more for the person, but just see it being sold to those people.
And I think I can kind of get that a little bit with the styling of it, because that's not really a work truck styling either. It's definitely a little bit more for the tech head, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's really geared towards outdoorsy adventure type. Like you can see right here, this section that goes all the way through the truck, and it's just storage. You can put tents, surfboards, skis.
Really?
And it's just all the way through the truck, just solid storage. There's a ridiculous amount. It's all measured in liters, so I don't know what that equates to. But the front of it here is also a frunk.
Watch your mouth.
It is a front truck.
So imagine pulling up to the boys, and you're like, check this out, and you open up the hood, and there's nothing there.
Taylor.
It's your dad.
Taylor's in there. Hey.
Taylor pops out.
Sounds about right. So one of the things that I really wanted to talk about is Subaru is now bringing their S-Series STIs back, or not back, but they are bringing them into the States for the first time ever, which I'm really excited about that, because that's something that I think they've been doing that for like 10 plus years now in Japan, but they've never brought it over here. The new one's called the S209, and it looks like this. So one of the things I really like about it is I think it looks phenomenal. Like, it looks definitely different than your standard BMWs and Mercedes and Audis and stuff, which is scary because it's in that price point.
Yeah.
I think it's rumored to be around 50 grand or something like that. But
yeah, are you gonna want to spend like the price you would spend on a great German vehicle on a Subaru? I don't know, man.
Well, but take the GTR for instance. I mean, that started as I think it was like a $90,000 car, and then they had the Nuremberg Track Edition, which I think was closer to like 150 or something like that. So there's that big price jump, and people bought that. So the way they're marketing, or the way they've always marketed these are a little bit more of an extreme track-ready kind of car. So it's got stiffer suspension, Brembo brakes. They have 19-inch rims with that are 9 inches across, which is a huge tire, honestly. The power's been upped from, I don't remember what the stock figure is, but it's up to 341 is what it's rumored to be. And they're only gonna make 200 of them. Regardless, that's gonna sell very quickly, and they're gonna sell way more than what their asking price is gonna be. So I think it's a really cool car, though. I'm excited about that.
So is this, for me who doesn't follow Subaru, is this like an SI and a Type R?
To an extent. This is a little bit more, I suppose, limited edition, because the Type Rs, they still made a good chunk of those.
Okay.
Which the new Type R in the States looks great. But I guess a little bit better version of this.
It'd be like a special edition of the Type R.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Like Cadillac has the Mary Kay edition.
Gotcha. The pink.
It's kind of the same.
This is the pink car.
That's the pink car.
Gotcha.
Well, I'm glad you brought up Type R because you talked about the price. When the Type R's first came out, and they might still be this way. I mean, they're so hard to get. Just down the street, the Honda down the street, you know, they were $35,000, brand new. This one was $45,000. 6 miles.
Yeah.
On the odometer, sitting in the floor, the showroom floor.
I think I remember
10 more grand.
someone bought it too, if I
Yeah.
remember
Oh,
correctly.
it wasn't on there. It wasn't there very long at all. Like it even said that like price adjustment on the window, 10 grand plus.
I know Subaru did another version of that, which was the BRZ TS, which was tuned by STI. And essentially it was an STI version of the BRZ. Didn't make any more power, but they had like Brembos again, they had the bigger wheels, the body kits and stuff like that. And very similar on the styling to that, and I think it looks phenomenal. So next, I think we're going to talk about another import, a Japanese car that is close to our friend Randy here. So,
Yes, we're going to talk about one of the cars that made me fall in love with cars. Thank you, Fast and Furious. We're going to talk about the 2020 Toyota Supra. They recently just sold the first one at the Barrett-Jackson auction for $2.1 million. Now, it wasn't just the car. It did come with, let's see, VIP race package to the Toyota Owners 400 in Richmond. It came with a customizable race suit, so you can dress to impress when you're driving your Supra.
that's how you pick up ladies, right?
That's
You dress up
right.
in the race suit. What's up, ladies?
You can wear that race suit as you lead the pace car in the NASCAR race, and as well as ride with Michael Waltrip around the track. And all of that went to benefit American Heart Society and the Bob Woodruff Foundation, so it was all for a good cause. And I think you got some specs on it?
I do have some specs on it. The package that everyone's going to want, which is the one that's equivalent to its sister car, the BMW Z4, it's going to have 335 horsepower, it's 365 foot-pounds of torque. The thing that I really like about it is it's going to have 50-50 weight distribution. It makes it really good for drifting. So I'm excited about that. I think, was it Frederick Osbo released a video about that?
Where he's already taken it for a trip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good video. If you haven't gotten a chance, go watch it. YouTube, it's great. 0 to 60 time, though, this was one of the ones I was really excited about. Was 4.1 seconds to 0 to 60, which that's quick.
Yeah, I mean that's crazy. One thing we haven't talked about really is the price of how much it's going to be, and I think for that price that makes sense.
Yeah,
Because it should be fast.
absolutely.
Right, and I think this is what every FRS owner wanted when they heard that they were bringing out the FRS. Was this much power, and I mean 4 seconds, that puts it right above that truck we talked about earlier.
Yeah,
was 3 seconds.
3 seconds.
Which is crazy too, but like that's quicker than a lot of those nice expensive sports cars.
Oh yeah, especially on the FRS thing. It's like everyone's been saying for years, so Subaru and Toyota, let's get more power into it and everything like that. And the interesting thing is in Japan, they have one of these Supras priced at $50,000 or thereabouts that makes less horsepower than the FRS does, but it makes more torque, but it also weighs like 500 pounds more. So I'm kind of curious to what exactly their target market was looking for on that, because if you're going to be in that power range, you might as well just get an 86 BRZ FRS, one of those. Not to mention you can find them secondhand for like dirt cheap.
Yeah, I'd be curious if they're going to sell the more powerful one over there.
I know they are.
Okay.
They are going to sell them over there. Yeah, I don't know on that one. That was a little bit of a head scratcher, but especially I've seen a lot of FRS forum posts that people have been like, they don't know what's the reasoning behind that is. But that's okay. That's not important. I think it's limited to 155 miles an hour top speed. So I think it's going to be pretty good. Overall, I think it looks phenomenal, honestly.
It does, but I think it would look better if it was orange with some nice fat graphics going on outside.
Is that a reference to something?
No, I'm kidding.
Someone will, one of these days, build that. They will do
Absolutely,
an orange with the graphics
It'll
on
be
the
a
side.
wrap. It'll be a wrap for sure.
One of the things I wanted to talk about with it, especially too, is that interior heads-up display and the dashboard. I think it's probably one of the best ones out in the market right now, honestly. I've even seen some like the Lamborghini Huracans and never seen one in I've never gotten to sit one in person or anything like that, but I've seen pictures of it. I just think that looks better. It's clean.
It is clean. It's compact too.
It is.
Surprisingly. All digital.
I think I can appreciate the fact that they didn't go all out and just do like a bunch of different dials, like stuff you didn't really necessarily need to know.
I mean, in this space right here, they probably can. They probably can add more stuff to it.
Sure.
Maybe there's some options you can flip through on your steering wheel.
So it's also recently been surfaced the fact that the new Supras, at least specifically the 2020 model, will only have an automatic, 8-speed automatic with the, and you can see right here with the flappy pedals. That's a little interesting of a move, I think.
Yeah, I'm not happy about that.
That's disappointing.
Me neither.
I mean, how are you going to dump the clutch if there's no clutch there?
How can you live your life a quarter mile at a time, or every 10 seconds? Is it 10 seconds at a time?
If they're saying it's a drift car, like, I don't know. I don't know how that's going to work.
I know the BMW engines are supposed to be really smooth, and I think that's where they're kind of approaching it from. Thankfully, it's not like a CVT transmission where it's got the clutch that feathers in. That would be horrible.
I mean, they have better gas mileage. Hey, that's what we all want from our Toyota Supra.
Yeah, man. So on to something that I really wanted to talk about. I actually don't have a picture for this, but a guy was recently arrested in Atlanta for doing 118 miles an hour in a 45 zone. And let me just go ahead and give you the exact reason for it. He was doing, and I quote, testing new car parts.
I mean,
how else are you gonna do it?
Right? I mean,
at least he's honest.
Right? So yeah, he got pulled over, and when the police asked him why he was going so fast, that was his answer. He says testing new car parts. So I want to know what exactly was he testing? Because was he trying new turbos or new suspension or something like that?
That man got a new decal.
Oh yeah, he did. Yes, he did. I thought that was like one of my favorite headlines that I've come across so far. So.
Let me get him on the picture.
I guess that wraps it up for this video. Be sure to tune in next week. We'll have another video for you guys. And be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. We are both under Automotive Weekly, and I'll have the links right here. Apart from that, anything else you guys want to cover? Cool. We'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye, Mom.